minute 8 to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. This will be led exactly by them because these are things that I need to hear right now. I started out feeling like really just shitty. But I don't know if it's really my energy. I think there's like, I'm at the edge of the cliff, just like, I just needed a breather and I just like wanted to see the scope of the land. I already made it to the top. And so it did its job in, making me feel better, scaling the mountain or the large hill. And but like when you're walking, let's say, if you're scaling just a linear path, and you're like depressed, at least I can say for my positioning that it could be 30 minutes, it could be an hour, it could be an hour and a half, it could be 2 hours, and it doesn't do the job until I continue on further. So scaling some kind of incline does help tremendously in alleviating, some bad vibes. So like, okay, so back to the scene where I'm at the top. Yay! I made it. That was good. I do not regret that. Then some other hiker comes about and they shove me over the edge. That's what it feels like. I'm on this precipice of like feel goods, at best anyway, and somebody just shoves me over like it's a hockey game, gloves or no gloves. So that's what it kind of felt like right before getting on here. And while I'm here, I feel like a shiz ton better. So I don't think that was mine. I really don't think that energy was mine. Anyway, I decided to pull this deck, which is part of the stuff that I used to, should I work with these? Or this? I'll go with these. I haven't worn these in a while. I guess I'm getting flashbacks of doing show-ups and pop-ups, and it was just like, where do I go from here? This should be exciting, shouldn't it? Shouldn't it? Anyway, this was one of the decks to add some variety. Anyway, these are the energy cards. And left side is Six of Wands in reversal on the recipient side. This is a notice of victory. Like, let me just like set that right over here. Just set it right here for you, okay? Okay. This is like the inverse of like picking up the bill kind of energy. But that's already handled is what I'm told. Like, it's put on notice right here. I'm just gonna leave it right here for you, Tina, okay? And on the right side, this is wonderful. This is the doing side. All I got to do is be an empress. That's it. Just to be a frickin' empress. That's it. Thanks. I don't know what that band is. No. So yeah. This is wonderful. I did not expect much because I was really feeling like not good at all. I think, let's see here. So let's go ahead and get, I already forgot about the previous reading that I did. I mean, I did a recap on it, and I did another recap on it, and still, I think there needs to be something in between here. I think it was just a little bit of a letdown because I did a post reading, and let me just drink some coffee. Let me like kind of wake up over here. Oh. I did take a spiritual bath. I haven't done it in a long time, but I was kind of forced to because I told you my shower doesn't work anymore. The diverter does not work anymore since somebody did some kind of workings. Yeah. Yeah. So I got over the idea of having a tree, and my my kids are not like Violet from, is it Violet? Or no, Veruca. Veruca, Daddy, I wanted 5 trees. Whatever. I don't have those kind of kids, so that's great. Pat on the back on both sides. Thank God. Yeah, so I got over that part of it. I think I'm just oh, the last reading. Oh my God, fuck. Okay, so the post reading. Thanks. Oh no, I don't know any K-pop groups. But I will look it up. Okay. So it's like no words. Okay, just silence the room, or nothing more to say. From my expanded divine panel of the infinite, they said their piece. That's it. We're done. We're all done here. And but then here it says like FYI. It's not prime. Okay. We can kind of point the finger and say, maybe it's how you delivered it, Tina. I think it's plainly half and half, maybe the messaging. That it just maybe just did not everybody wanted to hear that, and that's fine. It's fine. I have the liberty of freely speaking and freely channeling. So I'm just gonna go with that. I'm not gonna cherry pick, okay? That's a matter of fact. I have to face the facts, which is fine. Like, and then so 8 of Pentacles in reverse to finish off that post reading. It was stating like nothing more can be done here. This is like it doesn't require any more of me. It's like pencils down type of energy. Yeah. So it's just like it was just kind of like flattened out. So it was kind of a bummer, but it was fine. I did get some messaging that I really needed to hear and have a moment to set my foot down. Yeah. It's like, in order to be respected, no, like, the public cannot see even an ounce, a fraction of you giggling, so it's like, no. I'm gonna show otherwise, okay? I can show that I'm a whole person. And to be respected in all venues. So anyway, that's that. Excuse me, let me put on the protection. Okay. I'm ready. Okay. All right. So the header cards, okay? Well, I was contemplating a lavender commitment. I was contemplating that. Yeah, that would have been that could still be an option. Life is complicated, or its payables can be complicated for any preference of desire. So anyway, header cards. Boop. 3, 2, 1. Jeez, what do we got here? I don't know. Page of Wands on the left side, the recipient side. It's a spark. It's a start. It's a bit of admiration, like what do you call it? Inspo. Inspo spark. All right. On the right side is 5 of Pentacles. Fun. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. So this is cheap thrills, basically. Okay. This is not an era where we're trying to show up for character counts. We're not like we're already there, okay? Um Before we get jaded, this is the part where we exercise the freedom of um not being as like amplified out in the public. This is still having the private life, like still being able to go to the discount store, to go thrifting, to go do your own groceries. Like this is living you know, like knowing where to get the best tacos or this and that, like knowing the holes in the walls, and knowing that those aren't the kind that need to be patched up, like focusing on the right holes in the walls. Not glory holes. You know what I'm talking about. See, 5 of Pentacles. That's the doing side. So it's just reigniting. It's kind of like just a maybe the backup generator here. Maybe it's not necessarily the reboot, but this is the backup generator. This is where it comes into play. So while things are in a bit of limbo and we know our true position of like, okay, I am divine. I am not just divine in the courts. I am the effing empress. Okay, and so it is. And while I am awaiting other clauses of compensation, I mean, I guess I really don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I think part of me is just thinking, okay, well maybe maybe I'll just go ahead and do the howdy doody thing, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply for these jobs, and just any and every job possible. Cause like what's happening here? What is happening here? I don't know. So this is the part where I get to live the last bits of my regular life, my normal life. And there's wonderful things in that. Okay, so let's just get some perspective. Do I continue from here? They said to go with this. Okay. The vice versa tarot. All right, some things I need to hear from my expanded divine panel of the Infinite Eight. What do you want to tell me? You know, I'm going to put on some lipstick to kind of make my face pop. Oopsie. Boop. Can I see it? I don't know. Anyway, I feel a lot better doing the, whatchamacallit bath? My spiritual bath cleanse. It was like I was a salty Jamaica. Salty scented Jamaica. That was my concoction today. This side. This side. Okay. Oh, 2 of Wands. There are plans. Is this internal? External. Internal. You know, I'm on this brink of like, okay, if you get too muddled up in what everybody else has to say, whether or not they are trusted sources, it's coming from a different perspective. You know yourself best, following your path, especially if you are, you know, tuning in every single day. And so, like some people will say, like, you can't wait for opportunities to come to you. You can't. You got to go out there and get it. You need to do this. You're lazy. You're being a procrastinator, etc., etc. And like, You think the world's gonna hand you, like, they didn't hand over anything. They like it's all that stuff. And it's like, no, this is part of my directive. I am to stay here. I'm to stay put. I'm supposed to do what I'm doing. I'm supposed to be doing this and that. So rather than becoming part of the argumentative forum, this is saying, indeed, this is external. This is the part where I surrender. I'm like, I don't know what else to say. But I am listening. I'm not out there trying to go to other establishments or any other variation of it. I'm being a good girl. So I am going to surrender and see what the spirit has in store for me. Okay, let's see what this is all about. All right, clarify from here. Okay, we're gonna have some fun with several decks, I suppose. All right, so. And like, okay, so after that read, they're like, not to worry. The post reading, they gave me, I am manifesting this. I am manifesting this this position, this Hierophant position. And it's not me kicking somebody else out of their position. It's somebody that has proven themselves unworthy. An upcoming pending invitation. And yep, lit. That's the Ace of Wands right there, for sure. For sure. You can, yeah, eat your heart out. Okay, and then the other one was, let me just, well, let's continue with his first. Wait, what? How'd that show up? Okay. Anyway, the Stars card in reverse. Yeah. Oh, you can. Instead of saying you can bet on it, you can like wish on it. And in saying in your dreams, it's like it's a for real thing in your waking hour. Okay, so that's on one side of the Two of Wands here. Okay. And then the other side on the post read was Transformation and 10 of Cups in reversal. So this is a changeover. But amongst that, like, it's just dropping, like, the poison cup, the cups were poisoned. So you empty those out, and transition plan, okay? The Transformation card, or Chariot card, opens up to the King of Pentacles in reverse. Change in bosses, and the 10 of Cups in reverse opens up to the Elemental of Fire. Again, this is magnetism. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. So okay, on the other side of the Two of Wands goes what? Excuse me. All right, it is Three of Swords in reverse. Okay, this is no harm, no sorrows, no woman, no cry type of energy. That's wonderful. Okay, so this is it's not like when in the Disney movies, when you wish upon a star, you know, that kind of energy, where it's actually, you know, like Jiminy Cricket's voice is like, oh, yeah, I don't even know how to do it. When you wish, it's very sad. I don't feel like duplicating that right now, but I think you understand. So what do I need to hear right now? There are plans for me. It's not going to be heartbreaking news. I'm not going to get jumped in. I'm not going to be inducted by getting jumped, basically, with the Three of Swords in reverse. And so then I know that it's not a coven type of energy. And then the Stars in reverse, it's one of the wishes that shall be granted, and it's one of the newer wishes. Fantastic. All right. Okay, what do I need to hear right now? And it opened up to 10 of Wands in reverse and the Devil card. What? What is going on over here? Well, this is a release of your burdens, your sorrows, the things that are not yours. Yeah. I don't have to be a caddy, basically. To add everybody else's luggage. The devil card, though, this is obsessions. This is being highly attractive, highly magnetized is another version of being obsessed. So this is how does that go? Okay, so oh, this is the Empress treatment for sure. It's like, let me take that for you. Meaning that, like, you know, the bag, the luggage that is mine, people are willing to help me. People are willing to you know, come through for me. But this is this is, I wouldn't call this pick me energy. This is people are like romanced and tranced by me. This is weird. This is weird. It's a Twilight Zone. Yeah, this is because what I'm hearing in my head is like, I wanna be loved by you, just you and nobody else but you. Isn't that's weird? I wanna be loved by you, boop boop doop. You know, that kind of energy. It's like the close, the like the closer the better type of energy. Let me take that for you. So I guess I could use a smile, you know, for sure. Okay. Any more from here? Okay. Okay. They said bounce back to these two decks here. As below. Oh, I don't do I only do paid readings from here. If there's a huge influx in paid readings, then I will revert to doing free readings, but I'm just not in that position right now. Okay, here we go. The Magician card inverted and the Page of Swords inverted. Internal. These are both external. These energies are coming to me. These are both practitioners and learners. They are both well-intended. There are different energies. So these are newbies, and these are, you know, more of like the occultist type of energies. So they come here to learn, grow, other things. You know, I don't need to list their stuff, but okay. So I'm sought after by well-intended energies from different walks of life. That's wonderful. Okay. Okay, so what else? What else have we got to know? No, I don't do free readings. I used to, but not anymore. All right, Justice in Reverse, Page of Cups, 2 of Earth, 8 of Earth. Okay, so this is 10 of Pentacles broken up. One showing balance, one showing skill, one showing the vibe, prefixing it, and then Justice in reversal, prefixing this. So I think this is a meeting of two worlds. It's these energies coming forth to my energies, and then this is what stands in between. This is what is like the connection point. And I don't know why it's listing as an injustice, or is it pending? Let me see. It keeps saying it's an injustice, like there's a disconnection point. Something is not translating over to making the business happen, making my dreams come alive. Right now, it's just been broadcasting, just broadcasting and teaching, and I still love what I do. It would just be so much more wonderful if it could be monetized. That's where I'm at. It'd be so much better. You know, like I keep going to these readings, and like there's a surprise, like, oh, you know, they feel like really bad, you know, they feel really sorry. If there's any way that they could make it up to you, like they just really, even if they could pay off their debts of karma, etc., if there's any way that they can show you that they're sorry. I'm like, I know of one way. I know of a way that could start. How about the money that you were getting paid, or whatever it is, substantial, whatever it was to do me over? Like, you could start off with that. How about that? Why is that? That's not even like a creative solution. That's just straightforward. So that's how I know people are just like still trying to mess with me. Yeah. But this is great. This is training in leadership, in setting my foot down, not letting my knees buckle, and just moving forward with that. It's like, it's all just logic, you know. So perspective, let's get some perspective on it. I'm not doing any free readings. Okay. All right, this is Knight of Wands. People just trying to play me, turn their back on me. It's yeah, that's what that energy is. It's juvenile shiz. But as they turn their back to me, the divine is watching. Not just like the sun card lit down there, but lightning strikes before them. So, you know, I can't say it's a real loss. Experience is something that I'm learning from. I am getting stronger. And I'm learning how to not feel sorry for myself in any kind of situation. But just operate on the level of heightened trust. So that's where I'm at. Yeah, it's weird. I woke up like a couple days ago. Yeah, a couple days ago. Like, this was stronger, like in its bruise. But like, how do I just wake up with a freaking bruise? So I knew that there was mishandling in slumbers. And waking up like overheated. Not ill, but like, I just know that there are other energies around me, and like getting up close, you know? All right, so perspectives. Okay, anything more that needs to be said? Five of Wands, extroverted. No, I'm not doing, like, if I do that, that's still going above and beyond. My energy deserves at least a donation for that. I'm not doing any energy exchanges. No, no. You can go to another reader. There's plenty of other readers that'll do that for you, but my energy means something, so I'm not. It's quite substantial in its offering. So anyway, Five of Wands, extroverted. So this is competition. This is competition. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, this is just like dialogue that goes nowhere. When there's like RFPs or RFQs, is it requests for quotes, um, or requests for proposals? It's just bidding on my time on the dialogue, and it's somewhat of like a loophole of an energy exchange. And it's like a doggy in the window type of effect, and I'm just like I'm tired of that. Um, uh, I very straightforward, and I'm very giving at that, but it's time to retract. So knowing that there's a lot of competition and people just trying to find any way to bid on my time, it's just like, no thanks. So what I do need to hear from my expanded divine panel of the Infinite Eight is knowing that I am better than this holding pattern. So but my intrigue is, I think what they're showing me is that there is a holding pattern here. And let's answer the, let's figure out why, you know. I will, accept that I don't know every single thing. And so I will maybe like it's something that I'm doing or I'm not doing. Um, and one thing that I will say is the last time that I said, like, oh, it would be nice if these chats would have like an automatic translator. And then I see, like, a couple days later, it was like so nice because YouTube is hearing me. At least through the ethers, if not direct. But there was a new feature that showed that there is a translator for our chats. Isn't that amazing? So that should answer your question there in not being able to speak English or understand the translations that, so you can go ahead and look into that. But I felt seen, I felt heard. um and all right, so where am I going with this? All right, so what do I need to hear? Oh yeah, this is what I need to find out. Like, what's this? Why is it like held up? Is there like a hex that somebody placed on my stuff? Do I need to say sick 'em boys? Do I need to set the Morrigan on notice for this? Like, what is it that I need to form Eris of? Maybe I should just ask Eris. Eris, what's up? Can you let me know what's up? Would you like to take the forum in advising? Filling me in anyway? What about the Morrigan? No. So just Eris. Okay. First off, okay. At a certain point, I take these requests as harassment when they're continuous. I take certain spam as spammed questions, even as harassment. And so I just kick the energies out. Okay, Eris. Okay, Eris says, 8 of Wands, inverted, or extra, inverted. This is direct communication. Okay. All right. So opened up the forum from Eris to me. What's up, Eris? From here first. Okay. She said start with the Book of Shadows. Okay. So can you inform me about the gap? What's going on there with the connection point of industry, like the injustice there? So she has a mouthful over here. Okay. Queen of Wands, the Hermit card. 9 of Wands in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, 6 of Cups, King of Pentacles, and 7 of Swords. Okay. And these 2 cards, internal, internal, external, internal, external, internal, external. Both the same, different. Internal, external. All right. This is both internal and external. However, this is kind of like things that are happening in the background. 9 of Wands, like nobody's showing up, like to interface. So there's competing gestures done in the dark, like done behind the scenes. This is master number 99. These are this is the master performer, and so backed by the witch, the Queen of Wands, the practitioner. Like we all hold different stories in each other's books, right? So this may be an upstanding Queen of Wands to others, but not it doesn't even have to be the most. um mhm, so they kind of pass off that as their dominant energy, like matter of fact. Now for me, this is noticing that people are getting too close. They'll get burned by the fire. So I'm trying to do preventative care, but I'm trying to do my own thing. And I'm trying to be kind of inviting, but not uber welcoming to everybody. And so this is, like I said, that was my spiritual bath that's happening over there. I'm just trying to like, just enjoy myself in my home for as long as I have it. Okay. Um, and so that's what's happening here. Okay. This is okay. So then Knight of Pentacles, something is here brought. It is soul family, but and there's King of Pentacles, business. I don't understand what's going on over here. 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is steal, a win, or a loss. Win. There's something shady that's happening here. Like it seems as though everybody's doing their own thing and trying to succeed at that. But this is too like nicey nice in this energy. It's a facade. There's like, because everything's like happy, honky dory, whatever, and then there's a 7 of Swords here, and it's telling me it's ill-intended. So that's happening way, way, way behind the scenes. Yeah, like don't worry about it. I've seen this kind of energy before several times by several like other different faces behind it, or in front of it. And so I know that this is bullshiz. I know it's BS. And it's BS. It's like people cloaking themselves in my energy, because that this is the prefix. But I know, looking at everything, like, you know, everything's fine over here. Go back to whatever you're doing. Eris, do I put this back or keep it? I can put it back. Okay, so I'll put it back in. I'll call it for what it is. Put everything back in reverse, the whole part of it, and I will. Oh wait, I will cut the deck with it. Okay, 5 of Wands in reversal. So it's doing away with that competitive behavior. There are very, very sneaky energies. So what else do you want me to know, Eris, in this? Yeah, this is very enlightened about the situation. Okay, move on to the next deck. More, less, more, move. More on this, okay? What do I need to hear about this whole, like, injustice thing? Eris says, 2 of Cups in reverse, 5 of Wands again in reverse. That was from a different deck. We saw the 5 of Wands in reverse. So this is doing away with a competition. Like, even if it's like crickets out there in the fields, this is just doing away with the competition. Like, these are fake friends. These are definitely fake friends. So when I'm conducting business, I have to be I have to just remain objective. Like, no one is a friend at that. It's just, you are the querent, I am the channeler, and that's how it remains, because there are too many people that, or too many energies that come across like wanting the best of your energy or my energy. And so that's not what they're paying for. You would think that's an automatic default, but this is supposed to be just like cut dry business at the standard rate that I'm going by. I mean, otherwise, if I overgive, that's like I'm selling myself short on that. Yeah. Even here, like they're saying, like, if you look at it like that, like, nobody should be paying for a friendship with me. You know, so it should remain business on this. Like, you earn trust, you earn relation, like that kind of a relationship. Money will not, simply will not do it. So yeah, just because you're a practitioner, just because you're learning, just because you come in with like originally well intended, I just have to stick, I have to keep it business. Yeah, yeah, that's Eris's advice. Mm, I do tarot services, and sell spiritual charms and jewelry. Yeah. Um. Thanks. Um. So there's that. That should remain business. I mean, I would love to think like, oh, we're everything's like wonderful, peachy keen, you know, there's legit energies, but people will try to get at you at any angle. And so, you know, there's that. Eris is just reminding me to prevent that from continuing, especially in a business setting. Um, just be real with with what you're doing. Be real with people. Okay. So clarified by on the injustice part, addressing injustice. So this is the Hierophant card in reverse. There's death, and then there's Mother of Fire in reversal. Okay, more on this. So yeah, people are trying to get through the loopholes. Yeah. So definitely just I think she's just emphasizing that part of it. Okay. Okay. So that's the part where I will take accountability in how I approach what I'm doing here. Mm. Mhm. Yeah. So originally I thought, okay, until I get, you know, my 1,000 subscribers at least, and get the enough hours watched by my subscribers or viewers, that's when it has the opportunity to monetize by YouTube standards. There's always an opportunity to monetize, whether by donation or by transactional exchange um, with payables. And so, um, how do I say this? I thought prior to this reading that I am going to do away with the chats until I have that marker, at least on YouTube, to have at least the open doorway, the open window that I can monetize, like legit, without you know, any singular energy coming forward for that. But Eris is telling me, no, not with what I do, not with who I am. That don't just like, just because you earn a certain like foot on the door, it shouldn't, how do I say it? She's saying, her insight is, if people are treating you poorly now, with as much as you are giving, they will for sure enact that when given the open door. Yeah, so I can't be all nicey nice on this forum and like how I would normally opt to be. I until I get proper exchanges, um I've just got to reformat my delivery. It's just saying another way of saying like I deserve better without being a nag. Um, All right, so there's that. All right. Okay, so now for some perspective on that here. So that's where the injustice is. People just don't respect me enough to be able to, or to exchange with me on a monetary basis. Yeah, that's what it's showing me. That's where it stands right now, at least. That's where the injustice is. So I don't think it's quite the angle of I'm not showing myself respectable enough. It's just showing the like the dynamism, like what yeah, the dynamism of things. So she's just talking more about energy management. This side. If Five of Pentacles in reversal, this is and there's no lacking in that. Okay, so you are asking, that's interesting. What's your biggest threat at this point for turning yourself into a profitable entity? Well, number one, I am already a profitable entity, but I don't know. I don't know how to answer that right now. Here it's already showing that there are already threats positioned. And let me just see over here, the full card here. So this is kind of like, I'm just going to stay focused here. So moving forward is the key feature here. Now, as you know, like working for other entities, um, if they don't appreciate you, you have to like there's the ultimatum. If they don't see you worthy, then you move on. And here, there's no loss in me moving on, um, or moving forward in this demeanor. Um, there's a preservation of energy, and I have successfully employed that at minimum while still doing what I enjoy doing. Let me see here. What else? Okay, Eris, anything else on this? She said yes from this. It's this. Okay. This fell on my foot. And just rested like that. Okay, so the Hermit card, like this, or like that. This side, or this side. Okay, all right, so Six of Cups in reverse and the Hermit card in reverse. Yeah, so this is just recognizing reality, like those, once you see things for what they are, like you don't even have to get to the end of the tunnel to see like what's going on. There's enlightenment also within the vicinity. That's basically the Hangman card in more of a dimly lit atmosphere. So this is enlightenment within the dark night of the soul. If that's the environment, then that's the environment. You have to call things for what they are. And so once you realize you're amongst people who just are not celebrating you, or don't see you as worthy to celebrate, whether or not they're, soul ties or whatever, you just move on. That's it. Like, that's like you're no longer lost. um, mhm. It's like, what's the difference between this end of the tunnel or that end of the tunnel? I can see things now for what they are. Yeah. What else do they want to say about this? And so when you look at this, like this is reminding me of certain realms of my family and friends, people just that I know on a personal level. And this is how it goes when you enter into the spiritual zone, for anyone. Those that are closest to you are not your mm, um, your biggest supporters, supporters if at all. I mean, I noticed this, like, like they pretend that you don't exist in your, like, I don't know, it's just weird. Um, so I understand, like, the people that I grew up with, I was at a different, you know, formula at that time. And so, I just, I'm at a loss for words at that. I'm not coming up with excuses, nor explanations. I just see. I'm taking note actively before, growth and expansion and, even fame, recognition that, people are already showing me who they are. I mean, I can't ignore what's already shown. So, just be real with it. Like, you knew I had a business for several years, and yet you didn't contribute to it, and now here you are. Like, come on. So, it's just remembering one's worth and not selling out once, recognition really comes through and reward really comes through. It's like 3D terms. But for now, I get the reward of wisdom, knowledge, observation, experience. and so that's also worthy. All right, so Eris, anything else on this injustice part? Any other things that I need to hear from you with regards to this? Anything that others need to hear with regards to this? From you? From my expanded divine panel of the Infinite Eight? No, from Eris. Anything from the Morrigan? Okay, just Eris. Okay, so from here? Okay. Okay. What does Eris have to say to these others? So this is all external, what they decide? It's this side, okay. So this is the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the King of Swords. What others need to hear is that I am backed. I have active guards, both the King and the Queen of Swords. There is absolute balance, and it's cutthroat technology, basically. You see, like, do you see, like, as I am looking at my options and resources and the guidance, receiving guidance on what to take, I am there's active bodyguards with like mastery in the sword suit. There's no conflict between the imbalance of masculine and feminine forms. I am absolutely protected and guarded by the best in this avenue. So that's what others need to hear. Like there's what it looks like over here, because I've never seen this sandwich before, is there's immediate consequence to disruption, to lingering, to there, like this is immediate grounds for disciplinary measures. Yeah, that's interesting. I never thought that see that before. Okay, and then here. Okay. Okay. What does Eris want to say as well? To the others. What do others need to hear about this injustice towards me? King of Cups in reversal. This is very legit because I'm healing my own, I'm working on my own health and wellness. I'm recuperating in its royal sense. That would be the 8th cup to the 7th here. I've retreated for legit reasons, to reignite my comeback. Anything else? Let me see. Okay. Excuse me. Internal. External. This is external again. 5 of Pentacles in reverse and 6 of Swords. this is not quite me, but there's assistance with navigation, like I am being guided in with like ample troops, it feels like ample resources to get through this. Like, I will get through this. So there needs to be no like whispers in the background, like, I don't think she will do this, or I don't, whatever, which is what, you know, family and friends would have the tendency in doing. Like, "Hey, did you hear what she did? Did you hear, like, do you no, I don't think she's gonna whatever." So none of that needs to happen, and I feel like that's more of like a forewarning, because in essence, that whether or not you're a practitioner, that it's some form of involvement in spellcasting is bad energy. Like, I don't need that. um so oh, you know what Eris says, she said, you know, let this be a forewarning for those that like are off in the background, that maybe aren't quite practitioners. Let them get a lower level version of karma. So like they might like bite their own tongue or bite their own lip in certain backlash, or they might like bump into something like that. They'll have like a little bit of a bruised lip or something. There's something about that there. Or if they're prone to cold sores, you know, it'll like, you know, they'll come, what do you call it, um it'll reinfest on them, you know. So let let them experience that that much. um she said, so mote it be. Okay. um yeah, like right now I really don't need any like BS energy, you know. I don't. So there's that. Okay. Anything else, Eris? No. Thank you, Eris. Okay. Um um all right. So what else do I need to hear right now? It's been 62:22 on the clock. What? Oh, okay. This fell right behind my tool thing and my chest thing. The higher priestess in reversal. So there's energies still trying to like make their way, like slide in. They're like some dark practitioners. Okay, time for the Morrigan. Morrigan, do you want to step forward? Because this is just like, this is getting out of hand. Like, as soon as Eris stops off the scene, like, nothing more to say to confirm that. Then there's like these witches like coming through, these like dark practitioners coming through, trying to make their way in, slotted where my most like playing hide and go seek. Like my life is a game. So, the Morrigan. Okay. The Morrigan will speak. All right. From here first. Seven of Pentacles in reverse and Queen of Pentacles upright. Internal. External energies. Internal. This is me, but this is what they desire. That's why it's kind of like an intermingling almost of desire energies. But this is who I am. The Morrigan says, that's you. This is me. Okay. All right. Anything else from here? Okay, moving on to, okay, this deck now. The Morrigan, what do you want to say about this dark practitioner first? Okay. I fell upright on my big toe. 6 of Wands. They came here to win. This is both them as well as energy. Okay, anything more? Is that correct? Okay. Nothing more from here. Now to here. For my stuff, Queen or King of Pentacles in reverse and the Destiny card here. This is mine. Okay. Or is this here? This is my energy here. So that's as below, but their attainment is more like 3D oriented. This is above, this is like above that precipice right here, going with as above. And so, that's Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles in reverse. There's, a private investor, a private contributor that is that's well intended, that will help push things through in what's meant to happen for my destiny. My wheel of the year. It's gonna make my year. Yeah, so there's that. So the Morrigan, it's like she's saying that there's kind of like strategy in this. Like it's already working itself out. People are showing themselves for who they are. These dark practitioners may be successful in their normal feats and gaining the 3D pentacle energy, and that's why they have certain allies, but that only gets them so far. The bigger bosses, the bigger investors, the ones that these energies try to aim for but fail miserably, they look for something more substantial, and not just within the monetary suites. So they understand my energy. They can be pretty cutthroat and what do you call it? Manipulative with monetary gains. But let me get some information here. Give me a second. Okay. I want to get a little bit more on this King of Pentacles in reversal, because if they're gonna try to like mess with me, try to control me and manipulate me, then I'd rather not. I'd rather go with a different option. But I would like to assume that they pick their battles, and they would normally operate in manipulating these energies. They're very selective, so they're not going to go for energies like me. This side. The Sun card in reversal. So they're not blind, okay? So, and definitely all things are seen. They are also being watched. That's this side. King of Pentacles again in reversal. Oh, okay. So there's bigger bosses. There's bosses that are watching other bosses that are there's other investors watching other investors in me. That's crazy. That's weird. The investor sandwich. But for sure, everything is being seen at different angles. Um so I'm covered there. There's always someone like next in line, basically. But that is a better opportunity than waging with like these kind of energies. Like these kind of energies will just run you over in a second. They could care less. And they don't reveal their face to everyone, because if you're a non-threat, they'll just like, oh, they'll pat you on the head, you know, oh, you're cute, you know, kind of energy, and play up to your ego. That's how much they see, you know, you're a commodity. That's it. Um, the Morrigan is saying that I'm just basically well taken care of. When it comes down to actual movement, I am very well taken care of. Um, hmm. Let me get a little bit more on that. Okay, so we'll get perspective on this energy over here from Morgan. This side. Page of Wands in reversal. Yeah. You know, it's like they're shit starters. They just want to start stuff. They're volatile. They're unhappy. Yeah, give me a second though. There's energies, I think for the past 5, maybe 10 minutes, people have been trying to latch on to me. All right. So there's that. So the Morgan hasn't gone like crazy on this. I think she's just entertaining me with some facts. So I don't think she like jumps the gun on certain things. I think there are bigger matters at hand. I don't think that she's telling me that, so let me just see here. No, it's not quite that there are bigger matters. This is big enough, she's saying. Otherwise, she wouldn't make herself apparent. She's not saying much because this is an area of discretion. Okay. All right. Is there anything more that you would like to add to this, Morgan? No, that's it. All right. So anything else that I need to hear on this? Is it time for takeaways? Yeah, takeaways. Okay. 2 takeaways for my super dupers that made the final cut in my favor. Okay. First one. Oh, you got a double on it. All right. All right, 4 of Wands in reversal and 10 of Cups in reversal. So what you need to hear right now, excuse me. This is a paradigm shift. Moving houses, like moving physical energy, associations, memberships, associations, affiliates, associations. It's associations. Moving associations. Turning your back on the old, okay, and knowing that you have enough because whatever it was that you had left before was absolute poison. Okay. Clarified by Six of Wands in reversal. This is another version of 10 of Wands in reversal. So you'll feel a lot less burden here. It doesn't feel like a complete win, but more of like a transitory win. Yeah. Okay, that's it for that. Okay, so your second takeaway is this side. Knight of Cups in reversal. Suitors. Well, as you know, whether the suitors card is an upright or in reversal, the good news of that is you're receiving favor. Okay, so without the discrimination factor, this is you're receiving favor. However, there's like romance in the air. I don't know if it's following through or not, but it shows like this, at least the introductory portion of it. Maybe you could use a little romance in your life, a little sweetness, but like what it's showing me in reversal here, like any knight that has showed up in reversal, they just don't follow through. So you can take it for what you've got, as far as like but like I would build some boundaries around that. At least you're getting favor. Okay. 10 of Swords. What the heck? This is assassin energy, though. Like, is this my super dupers that are assassins, or is this the suitors? It's both. This is good to know. You're possibly being honeypotted. This is an FYI. You're there's yeah. This is honeypot energy. This is so crazy weird. This is honeypot energy. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Yeah, for my super dupers. Yeah. So it's just an FYI. I mean, that's something that you need to hear right now. There's that. Okay. All right. So, 2 takeaways for my partners in peace and quiet, minus the one that we deducted from earlier. Yes. Okay. First one. This side. 10 of Wands in reversal. Okay, releasing burdens, moving on. Okay. So yeah, if you let go of that other person that I told you about, that was like Trojan horse type of energy, that's already a lot of burden like gone away. All right, clarified by Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. So what this means is this is more funding. Yeah, if you have take one energy off of the payroll, whether it's monetary or energetic, the funding is more amplified. In fact, there you might actually see a reward of a new energy like invested, you know, that is worth like a divine pentacle. So this is the trade-off is very, very good. Yeah, so you might see a reward from dumping that energy out. I mean, you inevitably will, but this is showing me that like this is extra pentacle, like, you know, this is accolades, like that was the right move. All right, your second takeaway is this side. King of Swords, in reversal, extroverted. Okay, that's focused movement. Clarified by King of Wands. Yeah, that energy that had to be disposed of, they're going to be a relic of the past, and you're going to recognize this because um, um, it's not dummy. How do I say it? That energy kind of pissed on your shine. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to have more of a glow up without that energy around. You don't recognize how substantial you are until that other energy is out. So that's what it's showing me here. Like, I don't know what it was. Maybe like there was hearsay off in the corner somewhere that was dumbing down your reputation, along with dimming your light through subconscious like cues, trigger words, or whatever. But this is, you're gonna see that that energy is a relic of the past. All right, all right. My three takeaways, starting off here. So bottom of the deck, I forgot to check, is the eagle is coming forward. So this is what do you call it? Staying put. Again, for the upteenth time, stay put. Top of the deck, no secret to the sauce. Three or of cups in reversal. It could be pending victory. It could be a silent, you know, huzzah. But there's that for all those that have had takeaways. And then the other energy here. Oh, I almost dropped it. Okay. Okay, bottom of the deck, elemental of air, wisdom in the ethers, accessible. But it's like a wisdom charm. And then top of the deck, two of swords in reverse, open access to that. It's open book. It's like an open book test here. I don't know, but okay. All right. So my three takeaways. First off, this side, the world card in reversal. The cycle that needs to close. Is that it? The cycle that needs to close. All right. Where like I'm used like as bait. Like Ghostbusters style. Oh. And the star card in reversal. Yeah, it is bait. Like the best, I don't know what you call it, the best bait online, you know, like, okay. You want this? You want a piece of me? Ghostbusters style. That's what's happening. All right, so not to frown upon what's going on right now. There's purpose in everything. My second takeaway. This side. Death card, extroverted. It is like Ghostbusters energy for sure. They took the bait. They took the bait. Which side do you talk like on? If it's like secretive, like if you're trying to be discreet, or if you're trying to holler. Is it like this or like that? Which way is it, like that or like that? I don't know. I don't tell enough secrets. Actually, I do, but it's more like this. Broadcasting live. That's how I do it. Okay. All right. Clarified by elemental of water. So it's like inundated. This is the charm of intuition. So it hits up the avenue. This is not death is it's not just the death card, it's mystery, it's birth row. It's all of the unknowns like coming to light. It is the card of Scorpio. So this is highly intuitive water energy, and this is like a huge flush of it. So this is like a royal flush energy. This is a charm of intuition. Back to that, saying that this is not just like something that you can spew, and like you don't even have to be into the occult to understand the facts of what's delivered in my arena. There's something intuitively drawn, whether or not you practice, but especially for psychics, they are able to with like tune into like the dials of all the details, so they know what's up. They know I'm not lying. Yeah, my third takeaway. This side. Ace of Pentacles in reversal. That is the what do you call that? The golden ticket. Clarified by Seven of Swords in reverse. Yeah. They're saying no shit, Sherlock, but this is definitely no BS. Not at all. I'm gonna get even one overlay on it just because I feel like it. Yeah, for that last one. It is the Page of Cups. Page of Cups, actually, so there's the concave portion right there. And, okay, there's not much to see over here on this version. Oh, it's a Knight of Cups. Okay, a suitor. So, thankfully, my suitors are not going to be any BS, nor are they going to be, like, trying to steal my golden ticket. They are part of the golden ticket energy for me. I want to get one for the elemental of water, just because. Oh, I got two. Okay. It is the Destiny card in reversal and Eight of Wands in reversal. So not much more to be said on that. This is, yeah, this is the Royal Flush energy. Again. Yeah, justice is coming through. The, oh, the plans are coming through. justice and plans are coming through, because as you can see over here, there's the Eight of Wands and the medicine wheel. It overlays straight on the target of the horse, as well as moving through this energy here. This energy, remember, is this energy right over here with the Two of Wands. Plans are coming through, and the red garb is to indicate the usual red robe of justice. Red robe, what is it? Red rover type of energy here. And yeah, that's interesting. So like back in like medieval times, in order to get the get your opponent, sometimes you would, or even like way back, you would aim for their chariot, their horse, rather than, especially if it's at a distance, rather than like it's a form of disarming another energy. So at a stance, they're at a lower level, at a lower vantage point than yourself. And so that's what it's showing me here. Yeah. Um, so what what I heard in my head was, if you want to go and take a ride with me, something, um, must be the money or something like that. So there's energies there. Um, yeah, that they have different, like, they have faulty MOs, and you just like got to shoot them down, or I do anyway. Um, that's it for now. All right. Thanks very much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, properties, passions, pursuits from those that call upon, cash, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof, the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought form, pattern, and or entity, to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting to love and light energy, and to be refortified in me, only me, hassle free, no doubt, no attachment, except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. What else? Anything else that I need to hear on this? No, I mean, this is good. Like, things are being handled accordingly. Yeah, so even though I can sense a lot of things that are happening in the background and just the persistence and the of that energy, and just looking at things from a 3D level, there's greatness that is being derived from these ongoings. So not to like weigh in on it so much. Not only are things being seen, but there's resourcefulness in the things that are happening right now. All right, that's it for now. All right. All right. Upon closing the portals in these readings, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas to assisting with a sequence of rollout and light and love. I close the portals in these readings now.